Hi guys, good morning. I'm having a pretty good day over here. Got my doggy with me. So the main topic that I want to deal with today is basically the whole next generation thing. I've seen a whole bunch of like 3rd to 8th graders walking around. Their nose is always in an iPhone 6. My 13-year-old sister got an iPhone 6 for Christmas. Yeah. I don't know where my phone is right now. Oh, wait, there it is. I have this one. It's a Go phone. Not that I'm complaining, but because I love my phone. But my little sister is 13 years old and she has an iPhone 6s. Yeah, no. But I'm seeing all these kids walking around with their noses basically in their phones. And every single interaction that I've had with them, like I'll walk up to a little kid and like one time I was taking my senior pictures at a park. And some 3 kids came in, they were skating around, they were on their phones. And all of a sudden, they kept on coming up to me, they were snapping pictures of me, basically acting like brats. I said no, back off, leave me alone. And they just wouldn't stop. Like, nearly, I almost had to call the police on a couple of 12-year-olds. Seriously, what the hell is wrong with this generation? I mean, and I see all these people saying, you know what's wrong with the 90s generation? Absolutely fucking nothing compared to your damn child. Yeah, I'm sorry, but there's nothing wrong with the 90s kids. I'm not just talking about myself, I'm talking about everybody that I've ever met. Well, not everybody. I mean, I can certainly point out a couple of brats in my life, but the main people that I've totally had problems with have been 2000 kids. And yes, those kids happen to be your guys's. Um, when I have a kid, God forbid I meet a man that is crazy enough to date me. When I have a kid, flip phone, first of all. I didn't really start out with a flip phone. I had a slide phone, but that's just because I was really late. I was only 15. I was 15 when I got my first phone, and that was 4 years ago. And they didn't really make the flip phones anymore, and they weren't really in style. And my parents got a really big deal on them. But I was using flip phones before, to play games and stuff. But I really emphasized the fact that they were going to get a flip phone. I don't care if it's out of style. I don't care if it makes them look bad. They're going to learn family values. And they're going to learn that, you know what, you're not going to be a spoiled brat. With my dad, I've had to work with everything in my life. I've never gotten anything handed to me. And the reason why I've butted heads with my dad so much is because I always expected things to be handed to me. And I admit that now. And I didn't realize that. I thought that's how it was for my brother. And you know what? It wasn't. I realize now that my brother worked really, really hard. And I didn't figure this out until a couple of years ago. And I didn't even realize up until a couple years ago that I was actually looking for everything that I did. I wanted something, I had to work for it. If I wanted to cook, my dad taught me. So, for the first, my biological mother and my dad divorced when I was 2 years old. And then my dad remarried at the age of 5. Between those 3 years, my dad would keep me and my brother in his shop whenever he was working, so he kept an eye on us. Whenever we wanted to build something, yeah, he would help us, but we were expected to do it ourselves. If I needed to fix my bike, he showed me where the tools were. Now, I am a certified mechanic. Granted, I can't get a job anywhere because I'm a woman. Thank you, Ford. Thanks a lot. But, I was never just handed things. So, back to the mechanic thing. I walked up to my dad and I asked him, how would you feel about me going into auto tech class? Basically auto tech school. And he's like, he's like, well, you know what to do. He made me come out to the shop with him, help him out with a couple of oil filter changes, and basically I had my interview, and the instructor, Gary, my instructor, asked, what are the 3 components of a car? No. Fuel, power, compression. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. But I said that, and, oh, no, spark, fuel, and compression. That's right, okay. Sorry, I haven't been around a car in a while. Thanks again, Ford. But I said it. You know what? I got into the advanced auto tech class. Yeah. And because of my dad. Honestly, I can't take any of the credit for myself. It was because of my dad that I got into this amazing program. But back to little kids, y'all have no idea what the hell you're doing. You guys are gonna walk out when you guys are 18. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm so cool. I'm gonna move out of my parents' place, and then you're gonna be literally stuck. You're gonna be crawling back to your older sisters and brothers that were born in the 90s and say, how the hell did you do it? And we're gonna say, you know what? We had values. We didn't. Oh yeah. So I'm hearing stories about at my middle school, my old middle school, which I went to like 1,000 years ago, that there are kids that are having sex, that they're actually getting suspended for having sex. That's, I can understand the appeal because you're hearing about it from your high school freshmen. Still, it's not even okay for high school freshmen and sophomores to be having sex. When I was a junior, it was the beginning week of school, and I was walking by. I was pushed down by 2 freshmen. Yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. But they were talking about how one of them had given the other guy this guy a blowjob, and the other girl had given him a blowjob and had sex with him 2 nights before. Yes, and you guys call yourselves good girls. That's not being good. No. Y'all need to go home and pray to Jesus, even though I'm not a Jesus believer. You know what? I'm Wiccan. I fully admit it. But, you know what? Basically, I think that all of you brats need to just walk up to your parents and say, hey, I wanted to learn some values. You know what? If y'all can do that and y'all can actually grow the fuck up and realize that you guys are being spoiled brats, and you guys are capable of doing that, you guys are on the road to redemption. Y'all can turn around this whole 2,000 kids are bad thing. Because I'm not just seeing 90s kids. I've only seen one 90s kids thing, and I blew the fuck up. It was my dad's ex-girlfriend. I blew the fuck up. I was pissed off. But I am seeing more about the 2000s kids. I've only seen one 90s kid. I've seen probably about 5, 10 of them. So there's your message. I've only seen one 90s and 10 2000s. Y'all need to grow up, go to school, and learn values. Thank you. Merry Christmas. Have a good night. Well, it's not really Christmas anymore, but have a good night.